completed, the slaves headed back to Golistan Palace at a brisk pace. The snow had arrived late this year, and it was tentative at first. The falling flakes appeared to falter, so much she barely felt them as they trembled onto her cheek. She brushed her face as she walked, the velvety crunch beneath her floral mules a world away from the soft clouds wrapped snugly around a gable of one of the palace roofs. Jamila had lived there for only 4 years, yet without question she felt it was home. The sprawling complex of gorgeous buildings formed a medley of colours as indigo arabesque tiles, stone carvings in flaxen gold, and emerald murkanes, undimmed by winter's first frost, captured the eye. Returning here would always give her pause, even as men sighed, stooped over, brows studded with sweat, working on the Shah's latest renovation. But it was not hers any more than it was theirs. And as she tramped through the geometric gardens, shivering under her thin chador in the crisp evening air, she felt a sudden thrill at the realization. On darker days, she had called herself fortunate. She would linger by the precision-cut flower beds. "This is your home." She would repeat the words until the pain of her bruises began to fade. "This is your home." Now she felt foolish. Was this her home? Did it matter? The earth is the earth is the earth, as her mother liked to say. Jamila's lips trembled. She continued walking. Jamila was the last slave to return to the harem from the mosque, and as she hurried through the passageway to her mistress's apartment, she began to feel a touch of unease. The harem was large, built to house and entertain over 80 wives and concubines, with communal entertaining spaces, like the Royal Coffee House and the Royal Theatre. The wives all had private residences, most in adjoining interior courtyards, and one had to cross the length of the harem, past the various pantries, salons, and harem offices to get to them. Jamila's mistress, Qajars Khanum, like many of the newer, poorer, and younger wives, had an apartment even further out from the communal spaces. As such, Jamila was always late getting to her, regardless of her intentions or how she tried to be on time. Qajars used to be more forgiving, but in recent months her patience had worn thin. There was always something that gave Qajars reason to complain. Jamila would often hear Qajars' plaintive cries as she snapped at Gul, the most senior slave in her retinue, over the size of her room. When Jamila first arrived, it was Gul who told her that the wives were housed according to their status. They all lived in grand apartments, plush rooms with high ceilings and gilded furniture, adjacent to the main harem. Qajars' 5 rooms, though a squeeze for her slaves, were more than sufficient to Jamila. As she pushed open the door to the apartment, she bumped into Gul standing on the other side. "Jamila," she said, sighing and rolling her eyes. "I'm here." Jamila was looking past Gul. "She is in her room," Gul said, a laugh in her voice. A robust slave, whose wrinkled smiles revealed a warmer woman than her frame would assume, she ran Qajars Khanum's household with benign efficiency. She had little patience for Jamila's tardiness, but thought it more prudent to mask it than openly scold her for it. "You should know, Jamila. She is angry." "Might I ask why?" "Abimelech requested you." "Abimelech?" A smile spread across her face. "On behalf of the prince," Gul said. "Prince Nosrat summoned you." "Then I must go." Jamila turned back to the door. Gul shook her head, grimacing. "Qajars Khanum insisted you stay. She became unhappy, shall we say." "She asked, is Jamila his concubine?"